Bondi, and I am here to show you how to achieve this look using my new palette from the Butterfly Effect collection. It's the Monarch palette, and the color spectrum in this palette itself is very versatile, so you can go as extreme as you want, or you can do something a little more mellow. But you know me, I like to do stuff a little bit more on the extreme side, so hopefully you guys have fun doing this alongside with me. Of course, I'm going to use a little bit of eyeshadow primer. I'm going to just gently pat a little bit of the High Voltage Primer onto the lid, and this is going to ensure that the color is bright and bold all the way to the bottom of the brow, and then I always add just a tad bit on the lower lid. Once you're done with the eyeshadow primer, it's time to move on to the actual eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use this color right here. It's called Tiny Death. I love it. It's this really like soft nude color, but it has a tiny bit of sparkle in it. And using a little flat brush, go ahead and pat it right under the brow line. And now we can move on to the prominent color. I've named it Wrath. And using a typical blending brush, starting from the corner of the eye towards the inside. But because I'm going to be putting this gold color here, I want to leave the center part of the lid semi-open for that. You know, a good trick to make my eyes look a little bit larger, I'm going to take this orange shade and just, you know, elongate it towards my temple. So I'm going to go back to Tiny Death and just blend out that orange color just a little bit, just to make sure it's all smooth. I'm going to go to that black concealer brush, and there's this really neat gold shade. I've named it Summerfly. I'm just going to pat a good amount of this glittery gold color in the center top of the lid. The most amazing color, like my personal favorite in this palette, the darkest chocolate brown that you'll ever find, and it kind of just gives you that soft texture that you would see like on the body of a moth. For this particular look, I'm going to use, you know, a more of a precise like smudge brush like this. And using Deadhead, that dark chocolate brown, just go ahead and put a tad bit on this corner. And you know, to the best of my abilities, I'm going to blend it out. But before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to go back to that blending brush, swipe it around and blend it a little bit, just soften the edges. Once I've blended that out, I'm going to take a precise blending brush, and I'm going to use this nice little coppery shade here that I've named Papillio, and blending the gold and the black into each other. Now we're gonna do kind of a similar thing, but just for the bottom part. I'm gonna use this flat smudge brush just to kind of get